Breaking right now, 2 live pictures tell the same story. On your right, live pictures from Chopper 46 showing the Sandy Springs home where a police officer was stabbed and a suspect shot. On your left, Grady Memorial Hospital, where that injured officer recovers at this hour. The chaos unfolding just before 9 this morning at a home on Cameron Glen Drive. Investigators say the suspect attacked the officer after some kind of fight. Team coverage begins right now with our Adam Murphy in the neighborhood where this all started. Adam.
Well, good afternoon, Karen. This is still a very active scene out here in Sandy Springs on Cameron Glen Drive. You're seeing ahead of us here, there are officers with the Sandy Springs Police Department as well as the GBI working this case right now. We've even seen them going door to door. Now, let me show you over here to the left. The incident happened inside this gray home with the white trim that you see behind me. This happened just after 8:40 this morning. Here is what we know at this hour. The homeowner said she walked into her kitchen this morning and there was an intruder standing there dressed in camouflage. Now, he did not appear to be armed at the time, but the homeowner immediately called police, and when officers arrived, the intruder ran towards one of the officers with a knife and stabbed him multiple times. Now, that's when another officer fired his gun at the suspect, striking him in the body. And we have also learned that a third officer who responded to the scene was grazed by a bullet during the altercation as well. Now, both officers and the suspect were taken to area hospitals for treatment, and they are in stable condition. Now, it turns out police were able to respond to this scene quickly because other homeowners in the neighborhood had called them a little bit earlier about the same intruder attempting to burglarize their homes.
It should be noted that minutes prior to that call, other residents in this area contacted us, also letting us know of a burglar inside their home. So we believe that this person burglarized multiple homes this morning.
Now, this is a live look at that home where the incident occurred. This is a nice upscale neighborhood in Sandy Springs. Sergeant Ortega said the suspect is a young man in his early 20s, does not appear to have any personal connection with anyone in the neighborhood, so he is a complete and random intruder out here in this particular community. And also, police are not ready at this hour to release the names of the officers that were involved. They need to notify their families first. There is a lot unfolding. We are trying to gather all of the details, and we'll have much more for you throughout the day and online at CBS46.com. I'm live in Sandy Springs. Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.
Still a lot of activity behind you, Adam. Thank you so much. Rebecca Schramm continuing our team coverage right now. She's live outside Grady Memorial Hospital where the injured officer is being treated. Rebecca, what are you learning there?
Well, Karen, when we first pulled up here at Grady, I want to show you what we saw. This particular Sandy Springs patrol car was here. There was also another unmarked police vehicle pulled up all the way on the curb. Yeah, we're getting a bit of insight on how the officer who was stabbed is doing by listening to a recording of him radioing for help.
An officer down with multiple stab wounds.
Over the scanners, you could hear the wounded Sandy Springs officer trying to communicate with nearby officers after he'd been stabbed several times.
Officer's been hit. I need ambulance out here. Trying to send paid, please.
The dispatcher asked the wounded officer if it's safe for other officers to enter the home. He indicates that the man who stabbed him has been shot.
Subject has 2 shotgun shot wounds, one to the upper head and one to the back.
And taking another live look here at Grady Memorial Hospital, I spoke briefly with a Sandy Springs officer who walked out of the hospital just a few minutes ago. I asked him about his colleague who had been stabbed. He said he is doing remarkably well. He said his family is here and they do expect him to recover. We'll have more for you throughout the day. Live at Grady in downtown Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Rebecca, thank you so much, and we are still continuing to find out about the condition of that suspect. Stay with CBS 46 both on air and online as we continue to update this breaking story.